I love
All
that. I said that shit today, and I was dying at that. It was great.
I figured I had to put it in there. It didn't have any audio, so we weren't going to
Real funny.
get
That was
any
perfect.
hits. So we were good on that. All
Bobby
right, looks
likes
like
ketchup. That's why he's here.
we got a lot of folks in the chat here. Who'd I miss so far? Let's see. Sean and me, yes. Al, Ritual, Dello, good to see you, buddy. And thanks for sharing pictures of your son's birthday outing. That looked fun. Let's see. Vader in the house.
Thank you, Polo.
I already mentioned Al. We got Polo. So, guys, thank you for joining. Good to see y'all. Sorry we missed last week, but that's why we're going to catch up today. Hope the pun went well. Let's see, making sure all of our videos looking good here on 18 different monitors. Yes, yes, yes. Rexer is in the house,
Rexer is
man.
here. What's going
What is
on,
good?
buddy?
All right, bud. Good to see you, man. All right, well, let me see. We actually had one of them darn outlines going on. So I guess the first thing we're going to do, man, let's just catch up on what's happened this last couple weeks. Sean, tell me what's been going on with you since I last saw you.
Whew, a lot of gaming as always, man. Just gaming, gaming, gaming. I believe we're both playing Devil May Cry.
Are you playing the
Devil May Cry.
DMC, the remake or whatever?
Sure am, man. The special
Get
edition.
this fixed. This is shite.
What is that? That's on the. It was on the PS Plus. I want to say. I think I had that on a higher tier, which is why I gave that a try. I love it. It reminds me of older Devil May Cry games. I love the cutscenes. It's just like Matrix type combat. Really good stuff.
Well, it's funny because remember when I got you onto Bayonetta, and I was
Yeah,
like, do I want to finish Bayonetta? I'm like, I want to try something a little bit new. And man, that opening's cutscenes for DMC were
I would have
incredible.
never touched Bayonetta if it wasn't for you. Like it probably would have been in my backlog for the longest time, and I'm very happy I played it. I did not play the third one yet though, so I definitely need to.
I haven't finished the first yet, but right now DMC has my attention. I think the music is
A blast.
superior to
Music is
Bayonetta.
so good. The combat, everything's good, man. And if you're not good at remembering combos, it's nice to have an auto combat mode where you just hit the triangle button and it does everything for you. That's pretty cool. It reminds me of there's something like that with. I believe it's Like a Dragon. Like a Dragon has like an auto combat thing, just like an easy combat mode, which is really cool. So I
Well, it's
appreciate
funny
it.
because I didn't go for the easy way out. I went ahead and played
That's tough, man.
just
That's
normal.
tough.
Where they're teaching the combos like the up slash and the slash slash slash, and the this and that. I mean, I made it through Act One just fine, so we'll see how it goes.
See, I didn't. I need auto, dude. I can't remember all those combos. That's pretty tough.
I
But
was I am just button mashing Y and B. That's all I am doing in this game.
you're doing well. Are you getting S combos? You getting S
Yeah,
class?
yeah, got a couple of
Nice.
them.
Nice. But yeah, dude. Other than Devil May Cry 5, I'm addicted to Dead Space. Dead Space. I needed that game as soon as it was released. I was a big fan of it before. Did it need a remake? No, but it sure makes it pretty, and it looks amazing as ever. Just such a great game. It's scary. I could honestly say it's one of the scariest games outside of VR. Like this is wild. You put a headset on, play it in the dark. What a blast! It is definitely one of the scariest games ever released.
I've heard now
Um,
there was also a film Dead Space, wasn't there?
so I didn't see that. I
Okay.
did not see the film. No, I did not. Is it like
Uh,
a? Did you think it was like? Is it an anime type thing or?
Science fiction horror media franchise is what they're saying Dead Space is. This video of the movie is supposed to come out in the 90s, so I'm kind of lost. You
Interesting.
you keep talking, I'm going to hit Wikipedia and see what I find.
Interesting. But yeah, dude, that's what I've been playing on my PS5. Just the Devil May Cry and Dead Space, but I've been spending a lot of time in VR. Um, just trying to catch up with a lot of games that I've been wanting to play. One thing that's cool and it's free. It's on SideQuest. Is Zelda VR. So and
Okay.
it's amazing. You have the shirt on, and dude, you be impressed. This is just point of view, just like you're in the game. It's wild. It's free. There's like a mod to it, so you could play Doom in VR for free. You could play Zelda in VR for free. Um, I want to say it's called Quest Z Doom or Zoom Doom Z Quest. One of those, but it's free to download, and you can download the mods for free, and it's a blast. So highly recommend Zelda VR. It's a blast.
See,
Peerhead,
this is the kind of stuff you have to have the links set up in your browser and share
yes,
your screen for us.
yes, I
Okay.
do. I know. For next time. For next time. Um, okay. Peerhead Arcade 2. So another VR game. This
Okay.
blew my mind. When we had the previous show where we were doing our top 10 VR games, this would
Hmm.
honestly be in my top 10. I just haven't played this before. If you like carnival games, if you like fairs, games where you squirt the water in the target and the balloon pops, things like that. Throw the ball at cups, make them fall, darts, skee ball, anything you can imagine that's like a ticket game
Okay.
is in this game, and it's a blast. It's such a great game. There's oh my god, man, it has to be at least over 50 games. The air hockey in it is even impressive. I was very impressed with the air hockey. No idea, no joke, dude. Like just the way I was playing it, just like how it was in the arcade, the puck went exactly how it should go. Um, Peerhead 2, excellent. Highly recommend it. Definitely need to try it out. Um, Next up from that was Ocean Rift. Ocean Rift is a little different, more of a calm game. Just underwater, checking out sharks, fish, deep sea. Just a cool little underwater adventure game. It's pretty cool. Something not so much action, not something like you need to know so many controls of. You just swim around and check out different stuff. So highly recommend Ocean Rift. And I've been playing Beat Saber. I suck. I absolutely suck. I don't get it,
Oh,
man. I don't.
which music packs have you been trying so far?
The Linkin Park one is on there.
Lincoln Park, I kick butt at. I've for some reason I feel those songs, so for me, I can hit those beats, boom, boom,
I don't get it.
boom,
Like
boom,
the
just
arrows,
perfectly.
dude. The arrows. I'm great at TDR. I'm great at Stepmania. I absolutely suck at Beat Saber. I can't get the arrows right. I can't do it. That's like even on like a normal mode. I'm not even like even in the hard stuff. But
Well, it was funny
I'll
because
keep practicing, man. I'll keep practicing. I'll get it.
I bought the rock mixtape, and one of the songs on there is by Kiss, my favorite band. But it's the disco-y song "I Was Made for Loving You," and as I'm going through this on normal, I'm missing it totally. What's normal on some songs is harder than normal on other songs. Some of the earlier tracks they released, normal is a walk in the park. Even Linkin Park to me is easy. When I went ahead and started playing some of these newer songs on normal, one, there's a heck of a lot of that ducking and dodging
Yeah, the
stuff.
dodging part. I'm horrible at that too.
Du-
It's like,
the,
oh, you
do-
gotta
the
move left, gotta move right. Come on,
Yeah,
just let me hit
I
these
just do like
arrows
a
first.
a step to the left and a step to the right for those, but then you got to duck and everything, and yeah, they got a lot harder. So I mean, I played that Kiss song and it kicked me out. It said you failed. I didn't get to the end and it said you sucked altogether. It just said you suck so bad we're stopping.
That's it.
So I had to go ahead and do it on easy. But one song that was good on the rock mixtape, which is a song I do not like to listen to on the radio. If this song comes on the radio, I have to switch it immediately, or I know I'm going to lose several minutes of my life. Not just listening to it; it'll actually just take it off the end of my life, and that's Freebird. Sorry for those who love
That's
Freebird,
on. I
but
didn't know that was on there.
it's on the rock mixtape.
Wow.
So here I needed a good workout, and that's an
You
eight
think that?
minutes.
Okay,
That's an
that
eight
would
minute
be.
song.
You think that would be easy? That should be an easy song then, right?
It
This
was,
is
but
like
I tried it on easy. But you get to normal though because that song has change ups. That's what gets you in Beat Saber. Is like a Linkin Park song usually is the same beat the whole way
yeah.
through practically, but you go with Freebird, you'll start a little, you'll go back up, you come back down, and then the whole outro just starts hauling.
See, I would like that. I mean, I know the song is it gets played a lot, but I do like it because of Rob Zombie's. What was that? What was that? What was that movie? Wasn't House of a
Oh,
Thousand Corpses?
I don't know.
One of his movies, man. Right at the end, I loved it. Captain Spaulding, all them in the car, played that song, a blast. Uh, but after Beat Saber, the last game I was playing, Pixel Ripped. Have you played it?
Okay, no, I have not.
So this will bring back memories of so much stuff. Whether you're in Blockbuster, like you're actually up on it, you actually have to like hold the controller and switch between different machines in a Blockbuster, trying out different games. You're at home, your parents come in, they're like, you got to go to bed, and you got to take your remote, turn the TV off. When the parent leaves, you got to turn the TV back on, pick up the remote, play some more. It has like games like Castlevania, Streets of Rage, just like a lot of games. It doesn't have like the actual titles of the games, but it's like a replica, but just a different title to it. Dude, it's fun. This is a lot of fun. I highly recommend it. So if there's any two games you got to pick up, it's definitely for the VR. It's definitely going to be Pierhead Arcade 2 and Pixel Ripped. It's a blast. Really good time.
All right, so Vader likes Moonrider in VR through the VR browser. That's another thing. I noticed when I was in VR, there was a section that had VR browser games.
I seen that too. Yeah,
And it was like
I updated my
like
browser
like
and I
a
seen
space
that.
like a Space Invaders clone and stuff where they show you the different screens. And I mean even the Space Invaders clone was like, wow, this is pretty cool. So I mean there's so much stuff you can catch in there. Sup, Jeff? Good to see
There's
ya.
so much in VR, dude. You can
Let's see
never
who
escape it.
joined since I last did roll call. Let's see, you got Vader here. I got Saucy, Bobby one. Good to see ya. All right, thanks guys. Appreciate everybody joining, and
Oh yeah.
Jeff as well. All right, now I threw a question out there. What goes on your fries? Is it ketchup? Is it mayo? And I put other in there. So whoever said other, I want, because it's only one of you. I want you to go ahead and tell me here in chat what is that other thing that goes on fries if it's not ketchup and it's not mayo, unless I did miss the whole thing about putting malt vinegar on there.
Ooh, man, on board when I'm on vacation, if I'm
Mhm.
on the boardwalk, I need the vinegar. I need it. I won't put anything else but vinegar on my fries. I need that.
Okay, Jeff did pull the winner out there, and that is the Canadian favorite poutine. Yes,
Ooh, beer fries. There you go.
beer beer cheese.
Oh, that. I thought beer fries.
No, you can remember. You
Dip,
can
dip your
remember.
fries in the beer. Hey, I'm cool with that, dude. That's great.
Yeah, and Revel called it with cheese. So okay, so I missed some of the things. All right, guys, I was going for the general. Got to be ketchup, but
Arby's
if
sauce. I haven't
not,
heard Arby's sauce in a long time.
I saw Walmart had all the Arby's sauces for sale. We were looking for just some remoulade for some crab cakes. Couldn't find that to save our lives.
Get
But damn
out.
it, if they didn't have every Arby's sauce in the world
What?
at Walmart.
Didn't know that. Did not know that.
Well,
Jeff, I got to get back to Jeff's question. Cannot wait for PSVR 2, February 22nd. It should be at my house because it's direct from PlayStation. They pretty much guaranteed that it would be there by the release date, so I'm definitely hoping. Man, there's some great launch titles. This thing looks spectacular. The eye tracking, HDR, 4K. I really cannot wait. You know, I'm a big Oculus 2 fan, the Quest 2. So PSVR 2, man, I
all right.
want it in
Well,
my hands.
let me and guys, while you're in chat, telling us what you've been playing in the last couple of weeks that we've missed out on, whether it be
What have you been
new
playing, man?
or new to you. Here's what I've been doing, and it's been a busy week. So I say that all the time, but I did have a lot going on. Uh, in VR, it's been Beat Saber as well. I mentioned some of the the new pack I was playing there and enjoyed those. But went back to my old favorites, like the Linkin Park pack has got some great songs on it. I mean, you cannot go wrong with that. I wish I could, kind of show it, but the copyright notices I've been getting, I'm trying to avoid that every once in a while. So, and then I've been playing Supernatural, and I think I turned you on to that. You checked it out. Did you check it
Yeah,
out
dude.
in game with the trial, or did
I
you
didn't.
check it
I did
out?
not just through videos, and I'm like, this looks like probably one of the best fitness games in VR.
It actually is. I mean, you don't get a lot with the legs except for squats and stuff. And just like in Beat Saber, where you have to duck down, this does stuff where, one, in boxing, you have to bob and weave kind of stuff in the boxing. And then if you're doing the sabers, also, they'll start doing these triangles coming at you that you have to keep yourself in the cone of the triangle. So, keeps you moving around like that. I did boxing and some saber work. I didn't do any of the meditation stuff, but the thing I like about it is the environment it puts you in. One, it has these really good motivated coaches. I mean, these people
Yeah, dude,
it's if you've ever seen if you've ever seen a Peloton commercial, it's that quality of pumped and hype that these folks bring to it. They change the music around. They rotate it. So like, one time it was Timberland for a while. Now I think it's Imagine Dragons has like 3 or 4 different groupings of songs and workouts they're doing. You can change it between low intensity, high intensity, medium. I got done with that, and I did feel, a half hour or 40 minutes in there. It took me, I had to sit down for
Oh
a few
yeah,
minutes,
of course.
collect myself.
Some of those games are insane, dude. You have to.
But the last one, and this is on the Nintendo Switch, believe it or not. Have you ever heard of Ring Fit Adventure?
I looked it up when you told me that, and because at first I thought you meant like it was a VR game, and but no, that looks really good. I heard of it, but I just never.
And it's funny
it.
because this came out, I want to say, shortly before COVID. Not exactly on, but within a month or so. And people went nuts trying to get this to work out at home since we were all staying in our houses. So, this was a really big hit for Nintendo at the time. And let's see here. Can I share that screen so those who are here know what in the name of Jesus, Joseph, and Mary I'm talking about?
While you bring that up, I need to say, Vader, you need to 100% Ragnarok, man. You need to. There's so much side quests. There's so much things that you need to see that's not there before you beat the game. Just like when you think it's over, it's not over. You need to spend a lot more time on the game. 100% that is worth the platinum. Like, definitely do it, man.
All right, so I don't know what you call that ring. If it's a Pilates ring or something, they call it in some areas. But basically, it's a resistance ring. You put one of the Joy-Cons in there. You put the other one in a leg strap, and that's how it records your motions. Let's see here. But it focuses around an adventure. So your goal is to eventually beat this big baddie here you see on the screen. But you got a whole bunch of different ways to do that. So let me see if I can show one of these off here.
Thigh rider.
That one is actually pretty damn tough. You saw that ring that was in there earlier. You actually put that between your legs while you're sitting, and you use your legs to do this. Let's see if I can watch that one.
Thigh rider.
So all that lifting you're doing or jumping, you're literally squeezing that thing and holding.
Awesome work.
While you're doing that.
Squeeze your abdominal muscles and breathe deep.
Oh wow! It even tells you just wow.
Yeah.
Tells you what to do.
Let's see here, and these are all some of the mini games. You got custom workouts, and it shows you on the screen while you're doing it.
There's
how
also
to do
custom,
the different,
which lets you create your own workouts by choosing
exercises
from
you're doing
various
here.
exercises
See if it
included in the
focuses on
game.
one or not. Yeah. So literally take
Good
that
job.
ring and you're doing shoulder presses to go ahead and defeat enemies.
Very nice.
And you'll
Excellent.
see these enemies, throughout the game.
Okay.
Throughout-
Amazing.
You're running in place, get to a certain spot, you see these kind of enemies. It kind of keeps you going, but it's all story based.
Yo, I would put
get
the
you in on
ring
it.
on top of a weight. That would
Yeah.
even be awesome.
They even have a mode on this thing. Let me see if they mention that mode here. Well, they don't, but it talks about the ring con. Yeah. They have a mode where you're not even playing. You say you're going to go offline, kind of. Take it with you, and you just go ahead and do that at your desk once in a while. Sit there and do some of those things on your shoulder or whatever. Just to keep it going. And you can even use some of those points to send to your friend on the Switch who's playing it also.
That's cool, dude. That's
to
worth
give them
it.
things.
$80, definitely worth it.
Yeah, and like I said, the story itself kind of keeps you involved in it. Yeah, that's about the
Nice,
summary
dude.
on that.
Good stuff.
All right, let's see if I hit remove there. I can still keep things going. Cool. So yeah, so that was the Switch gaming, and after that, we talked about, and I'm playing a different Devil May Cry. I'm playing DMC, kind of like the reimagining. This is where Dante has black hair, not white hair.
Okay.
Okay, you're playing 5.
Yeah.
and I have not gone there. And it was really funny that there's almost a callback to his old look. Here he was, he's fighting this demon, stuff's flying everywhere, and this mop, brand new white mop head lands on his head. He looks in the mirror, sees himself with the white hair, and goes, "Hell no, not in a million years."
Dude, it's the way he talks, the comedy in it, the music, everything. It's great. It's such a good game.
Yeah, no, totally, totally digging that. And then Vampire Survivors. I am still spending time in there. I've unlocked a few more characters, a few more rooms. I've almost got all of the power ups paid for. I'm getting there. I'm getting to the point where I can do the full 30 minutes and have it tell me you won. You beat the level. And you unlock 6 or 8 things and stuff. So
Nice. Star Wars Fallen Order. Well, you have time now because the second one isn't going to come out till April. It got delayed, so I'm pretty upset about that, man. I mean, it's only I think it's only a month delay, but still, man, Star Wars Fallen Order is such a great game. Cannot wait for the second one, but just that month delay sucks.
all right, I'm gonna hit up one of the comments here. Thank you. Yeah, one of my favorite shirts. Definitely.
Oh yeah, game of the year. Even though Elden Ring got it, this is my game of the year.
See, Papa Brad likes DMC. We're eating the pizza, fighting demons. I'm trying to think. The one I'm playing right now, like I said, is I think they call it the reimagining of it. It's literally called DMC Devil May Cry, and this one opens up with him on the boardwalk in his trailer, and a demon coming after him. But yeah, there was pizza in there. I remember it. Actually, the pizza in that one was pretty funny where it was placed.
Now that I played the Devil May Cry 5, when I seen the collector's edition, I didn't understand what that van was, and now I want it bad. I'm like, oh, that is so awesome. There's a van that's included in the collectors. It's just this thing that's included in the collectors, and I never understood it. I'm like, this is so stupid. What is this? Just a van with Devil May Cry on the side. But until you actually play the game, now you understand it, and I want it bad.
All right, yeah, it says here the one I'm playing is a 2013 version of Devil May Cry.
Boo. 6-week delay, boo.
So, yeah. All right, let's kill that. Other than gaming, what else have I been doing?
Guess you finally got a deck. Awesome, Jeff.
Jeff, awesome. Good news, man. Good news.
What one did you get? 512? What was it? 512, 256? Or
64, 256, 512s.
Got you.
That's the ones I have.
Papa Brad, a lot of style. Sure does, man. Yes, same. I was hooked on the combos, the game itself. It was awesome. Devil May Cry came a long way. 64, cool.
Hope he had a pretty big SD card for that. Gonna need it. All right, and yeah, let's see. Can I share this? Maybe, I don't know. This will be bad. Of course it will. Here we go. Share this tab and bring that up. So this is the DMC that I'm playing. And boom. All right, so that's what we've been playing. I know what we've been watching. I mean, we've been watching, various stuff from time to time between the two of us. But the one thing we're watching weekly is The Last of Us.
Sure is, man. I got to get to Ritual Dello quick. Dude, I have not, because I played the demo, and the demo wasn't, it didn't hype me enough. It just felt like something's missing. So I skipped out on it. I had the pre-order. I was ready to go for it. And I said, nah, I'm going to put this aside and go for Dead Space. And let me tell you, man, I made the right choice because I'm hooked on Dead Space. I'm going to put my time into that. Forspoken, maybe when it's on sale, maybe I'll pick it up for $30, $20. But on the price that it's at now, it's not worth my time.
It does look good. I've seen some of the trailers for it and things. So, all right, I'm going to end this poll. Looked like 57% went ketchup, 29% went mayo, 14% went other. All right.
Wait, where'd it go? Let's see what we got. Ketchup, 57%. Wow. Mayo is good, man. Mayo and fries is good.
Well, I mean, and it goes with that whole, mayo's partly vinegar kind of thing. Well, so's ketchup. So, I mean, they both have vinegar in them. But yeah, actually, malt vinegar, I did enjoy that a lot when I was in the
Oh,
UK.
you should maybe the other should have been Old Bay fries, man. I like Old Bay fries. Yes, Old Bay fries are delicious.
All right, so no spoilers yet. We'll put a spoiler alert on here. And remember what I told you? If I'm not throwing banners up there, go ahead
Oh
and,
yeah. Whoop.
not that one. We're not spoilering yet.
Oh,
So let's see, but we're still in our catch-up area. All right, so Last of Us, we're 3 in right now. I don't know how far they're going to go on season 1. I haven't looked at their long-term plans, nor have I played the game. I'm holding out because I don't have a PlayStation. I'm holding out for March 3rd when the part 1 comes out on the PC.
man, are you going to enjoy the hell out of it? And they do comparisons of both, of certain parts of just, what they say in the movie, I mean, what they say in the show and what they say in the game. It's wild. It's really good. I'm very happy with how it's been so far on the 3 episodes, dude. This is a must watch. It's so good. If you haven't played the game, so what? Watch this. It's great. And if you have played the game, I don't think you'd be disappointed.
No, I mean they are making changes here and there, and we're going to get into that when we talk about episode 3 when we get into the spoilers section. But I mean, overall, they're following the motif of the game. Now, some people may say zombie movies / zombie shows have been done to death. I can recall The Walking Dead. I think I got 2 or 3 seasons in.
That's going too far, dude. I couldn't watch anymore.
Yeah, no, I want to say the last time I watched it, and spoiler alert, I'm going to mention something, and you may have not gotten this far either, was where, what was it? The now lead girl, Carol, I believe her name is, had to basically put down one of the young kids because she was just kind of in the head. I forget that episode. It's not about flowers. It was the name of that episode. I stopped then. It lost it for me. It wasn't keeping the right pace. To me, once they left Atlanta, it started going downhill quickly. And then I think after the prison is where I lost interest. I then gained interest in the prequel, Fear the Walking Dead, for a little bit.
I watched that a little bit too. Yep.
Until they went ahead and, for some stupid reason, decided, you know what? Let's go ahead and take this show that's way over here in the future, this one that's behind here, and we're going to skip all this crap, and we're going to go ahead and do this just so we can bring over a character.
Yeah.
That's literally what I think was the reason, is that just to bring over a character. And, I mean, he was a good character, don't get me wrong, but I at that point, I was like, nope, lost interest again. Here I was with the whole, how the pandemic started and the zombie thing started, and that was cool about that show. And then when it wanted to fast forward and be in sync with the other show, I was like, well, then why'd have 2 shows?
I agree.
Just at that point, if you're in the same timeline, it's just not like DC where you have the Flash and Superman and Supergirl and Green Arrow doing their things. That's a little bit different. We're all talking. Both shows were running parallel with the exact same zombie apocalypse.
Yep.
I thought
yeah,
that
it wasn't. I got bored of it, man. I seriously got bored of it quick. I just couldn't keep up with it. So I think Last of Us. They're going to go into a season 2.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how far that goes. But I mean, again, I don't want to spoil anything for people who haven't played the game, who haven't watched the show. It's just, as of right now, 3 episodes in, it's a good watch. I recommend it. I really do.
Yeah, some people are saying it's their opinions are it's starting slow.
No, dude, that first episode drew me in. Like, are you kidding me?
I thought so too, and it did its job. Here's where we're going to go ahead and guys. This is not an audio podcast yet. If you are listening to this, in the background, pause it if you don't want to hear the spoilers, and wait until you see the screen. Get rid of this spoiler alert, okay? Because
Block your
talk.
ears. Get out of the room.
We are gonna talk about Last of Us 1, 2, and 3 episodes. All right, episode 1, the build up, the story, the plot. I loved how it went with the whole premise of this spore or
Yep.
fungus.
Yep.
That whole little news thing that they did from like the 60s or 70s, and people like, nah, could never happen. No, what if? It was brilliant. I don't know how that is in the game, and I'll see when I play it.
Yep.
But that was a good setup, and of course they used the whole beginning of the pandemic in their town, just to kind of go ahead and tell us why Joel is the way he is. That's the whole. I mean, like you said, it drew you in. It was supposed to. You're supposed to care about this his daughter, care about the family, and to basically see things get ripped to shreds.
Oh no, I was only listening while working. Now I can't even do that. Oh, meatball saucy.
We'll talk fast.
Yeah.
So and then we see where episode 1 ends up. Does a lot of time jumps here and there.
It does, and I wasn't expecting a certain person to die that quickly. I mean, I understand that happens.
We're on spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Tess.
I still feel bad talking about it, but yeah, very very shocked on that in the first episode. This is where all the action happened. Like, yeah, it started off.
Well, no, Tess died on the second episode. Or are you talking about the daughter?
His daughter.
Oh, his daughter. Okay,
yeah. That's why I was just like, okay, this happened quick. Understandable that it happens in the game, but yeah, dude, it's just all that action. I even though this is a spoiler alert, I still hate talking about it. I feel bad for people in the chat. I do.
All right, then we'll go quickly. We'll jump straight into just episode 3 real quick.
Yes.
Episode 3, as I'm watching it, the wife and I are like, where are they going with this, and how long are they going to do this? I almost thought to myself, this is what they call it. It was a bottle episode or a self-contained episode that has nothing to do with the story.
That's
what
true.
I thought we were watching.
And this is something different from the game. You won't see any of that in the game.
Nope.
So this is something different.
Well, the game is definitely different, and they actually address that. So yeah, it's spent 2/3 of the time with the setup, and then we see Joel and what's the girl's name? I forget.
Yeah, I'm
I
trying
know,
to blink
right?
too.
Okay,
Ella?
so we
No,
see
not
Joel and the girl, Ellie.
Ellie,
I think it's Ellie.
maybe.
All right. We'll fair. And then we see them, catch up, and this episode has created a lot of controversy. One, because it's different than the game, flat out. Those two characters existed in the game. One of them mostly existed in just kind of being spoken of. From my understanding, Frank was not really in the game, but Bill talked about Frank.
Yep.
The relationship in the game was implied, whereas in the show, it is flat out in your face.
Yeah.
Whether you like that or not. And
Ron Swanson. That's all I'm gonna say. Ron Swanson.
And then you have the.
I was not expecting that.
And then you have the fact that the Bill and Joel dynamic is a lot different than it was in the game. Because from my understanding, Bill actually is instrumental in helping find a battery and things like this for a truck for Joel.
There are changes, but it's still pretty close to the game.
It is pretty close. And it's funny that as many people are complaining about the overall theme, I will, Saucy. I will. The overall theme of that relationship, while was, I guess you would say, implied in the video game, the producer who produced both the game and is a producer of the series goes, dude, it's what I intended the relationship to be the whole time. I wasn't hiding it. And in all honesty, when you're talking a post-apocalyptic world and things and stuff, I mean, there's so much variable in this
Yeah.
that you know I didn't take it bad. There's a lot of folks out there that are making comments. We'll call them judgmental comments. You don't call it racist, but what do you call it? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna say not my favorite content to watch on TV in any way, shape, or form. What does, and I'm not even the kind of guy who goes, well, if it was girls, I'd be okay with it. I'm not that guy. Me and the wife are both like, okay, not my thing. Hey, how you doing? Okay, yeah. Well, oh, I look, something else is on. Okay, cool. We'll turn our heads because it's not something we search out to watch, but doesn't offend me in any way, shape, or form. So, but
Exactly. Okay, Rebel said it right.
exactly. Exactly. And God knows if you think about the setting of the show, post-apocalyptic, who knows who the hell's alive left and things like that. Not going to judge.
Exactly.
But
Not judging. Awesome.
But I will say that for those who've been on the fence for the first 2 episodes, that third episode may be a deal breaker for people.
Could be.
I mean,
It
because
could
like
be.
I said, it's almost
It
a
could be much.
self-contained episode, and you don't bring in a self-contained episode unless it's going to have meaning that early in a series. You just don't.
I
Now
wonder
again,
what happened next.
I only know the differences from what I've read. How do you feel about the differences in how that episode went with those characters versus the game?
I mean, I was cool with that. It was different, but there was a lot of hate towards it. But I honestly loved it. It was bringing two people who, like, I wasn't expecting it at all. Especially Swanson. I keep saying Swanson because that's where I know him from that show.
About.
But I wasn't expecting it, but at the same time, I was like, this is really cool. People who love each other, awesome. Go for it. Good for yous. And I mean, that was just, it was cool. I thought it was cool. It was a great episode. I have no hate towards it, and it was good. All 3 episodes, good.
Yeah, I mean, it's a show that the wife and I, it's practically watch it in real time. It's 9 o'clock on Sunday. We're watching it. We may start a minute or two late, but this is almost like live TV to us. We're watching this.
Yep.
So, let me throw one poll out there, and then we will get rid of the spoilers.
Should we wave for Meatball Saucy now?
We will. Let's see. Are you
Jeff?
watching?
I did not try the Vive XR. I'm not even sure about that. My next thing is the PSVR 2. Can't wait for that. I really don't know about any other headsets that I'm looking forward to. So unless something could really push me to buy something else other than the
Saucy, we're
Oculus
done.
2, we'll see.
Saucy, we're done. Okay, enough spoilers. It was. I had to talk about it, and I had to hear what other people had to say about it. It was a little bit too controversial in many ways that I thought it needed to be spoken about. Let's see. Man, you've been listening to the whole spoilers. It actually isn't a filler episode. It does what it was intended to do, Jodella, and this will encourage you to watch it, is that it helps in character development of Joel, flat out, is what it's going to do, is help you. It's going to help Joel's character in the coming episodes, is what it was all set up for. Because we've seen Joel go through his caring, not caring, kind of caring phases, and from what I can see about this is going to have a long-term impact on Joel, and we'll see it soon.
And this is not, I can't spoil anything, but man, I don't know if it's going to happen in season 2, but I think you're going to be upset with one part. So one part's going to be pretty sad.
Yeah, no, and again,
I mean, there already was a sad part in the first episode. So if you haven't played the game, someone passes away.
So far, there's been a sad part in all 3 episodes.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yes, That person, these
Someone
people.
in the
Yeah, the
first, someone in the
someones,
second,
and that's someone.
someone in the third. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's gonna in the fourth? Yeah.
It's kind of like when I used to tease my wife, and I say, "You fell asleep during that show. What happened? Everybody died. That's just what
Pretty
happened.
much. Yeah.
Everybody died, and if you can't deal with that, then watch the damn show."
Honestly, Jeff, you're making me like really wanting to check this out. And let me know how much is this? Is this out now?
All right,
Hopefully it's not $1,000 headset. That's what I seen with what was it? There was a Pro that came out. It was like $1,000, mostly for like conference type stuff. But I can't see myself paying $1,000 for a headset.
I'm seeing the Vive XR Elite, $1,100 pre-order.
Damn.
Pre-order by February 15th. Get 5 popular titles. It looks pretty. I'm going to give it that. All right, here's where we go ahead and so people don't go, what is he talking about? This is what he's talking about. Rascal is talking about the Vive XR Elite. Overview. There we go. Most awarded VR headset. Good for it. I mean, it looks sexy as all get out. It's got a lot of cameras on it. Now, what did I see there on the inside? We'll have to look at the specs. Watch when it goes towards the inside. It has like dials on the lens. It's almost like on binoculars how you can set one to be different than the other in case your eyes are different. That's what I don't know if it's that for zoom or if it's for changing it, making them go in and out like they do on the Quest.
If you're talking about Last of Us, that's on HBO Max, Papa Red.
It is. You are correct.
Man,
Okay, let's go to... I don't know if specs is what I want to see or not. Wide field of view tracking cameras. So we're VR AR? Is that what we're talking about? Well, it says XR, so it probably is a combination of VR and AR.
That's cool. That's adjustment. Yeah, that's really cool.
Okay, and that's similar
to
distance
lens, yeah.
Well, no, that's between your eyes, your eye distance. So they have that on the Quest 2. It's just manual. Adjust the diopters for each lens to optimize focus. Oh, those are for focus. Oh. So that gets rid of the need for lenses like I have to use on my Quest 2. This actually changes the focus on each eye. Nice.
Nice resolution.
3840 by 1920. That's almost 4K, right? 110 degree field of view. I mean, the thing looks very attractive.
It does. It looks really nice.
It looks like they've got very similar to what I told you about the battery pack that I bought for mine. You can see she's got a battery pack on the back there. So that's kind of counterweighing it. Nice. But it's more than a battery. Okay. Oh,
I'm disappointed in those votes. Keep going. I want to see those yeses. No's.
It's a transformer. Oh my god. Up
Yo.
to 2 hours of continuous power. That's not a lot. Just putting that out there.
It's not. No. It looks nice though. It does look really nice. That is nice, but.
And that's something we could do. So there it is.
And I like that. You could do that with the Guardian.
Yeah, the Guardian boundaries and
but with your hand, no controller.
I haven't tried to set a Guardian with a hand. I know that you can use hand gestures.
It hurts really good, and that's like that unplugged game I was telling you about, that guitar game. No controllers; it needs your hands. So
well, the hand gestures in the Quest 2 still work very well for a menu and stuff. Okay, your usual set up your house. Okay, now that's going a little bit different there in the sense that it's doing some of those trophies that we've seen in other VR games.
Yep.
Well, those are actually just... Oh, that's your closet. So that's your different avatars. Okay. Guys, I'm sorry if I'm boring you for this, but someone mentioned it, and we figured we'd take a look at it.
Yeah. Hey, I love VR. I absolutely love VR, so...
Oh, wow.
I never really got into the Vives. I was always I got into the Rift. I mean, the Vive was out, and then the Rift was out, and I was all about the Rift. And then the Rift S came out, and then I just went to the Oculus 1, Oculus 2, the Quest 1, Quest 2, and then I never messed with a Vive.
Brady Goat wants to know what we're most anticipating for 2023. I'll start. that damn Ghostbusters VR game, flat out.
Wow.
Yes. Waiting on that. Near term, Last of Us Part One, the remake. That's been on PS5 since last year, right?
Yeah.
Part One.
Yep.
So looking forward to that, and I'm trying to think what else I'm looking forward to. That Star Wars one that got
Which
pushed
got
out.
delayed to April. Yep.
Yep.
What was that? Survivor. Something Survivor.
I forget.
But
Jedi Survivor.
The first one was amazing, absolutely incredible. I didn't even play the PS5 upgrade. There's an upgrade for the PS5. I didn't play it yet, but the PS4, oh my god, dude, it was spectacular. I can't imagine how it even is on the PS5. And Brady Goat for most anticipating. Not gonna lie, it's actually coming out next Tuesday, and that's Hogwarts Legacy. I'm really looking forward to this. I got the deluxe edition, so I'll get it on the 7th. I believe PS4 has to wait till April. They want to make sure. I'm even surprised it's coming out for Nintendo Switch. Like, this looks like a very powerful game, very visually spectacular game. I really can't see how well this is going to do on the Switch. Switch is a great game, a great console, but I don't see it playing well on it. So I guess we'll just have to see how that goes. But yeah, PS5, Hogwarts Legacy, can't wait.
Rich Waddell's wife is in on the Hogwarts Legacy.
Yes. It looks so good. I wish it was multiplayer. That's what sucks. It's not multiplayer. Like I wish I could just join some friends, walk around, fly around, do some tournaments, whatever, but you can't. Who knows what an update, if there's an update in the future that will allow that, that'd be great. But for now, single player, still hyped.
All right, so it looks like we may have alienated a lot of folks because I'm going to end this poll. We got 14 votes, and 43% are watching it, 57% aren't.
Boo!
I probably I probably should have set that poll before we spent 10 minutes in do not disturb mode. Oh. So
we're not watching because of you guys. We know what's going to happen. Ooh, I'll be in Hogwarts Sunday and Monday. Universal. Ooh, nice.
Love Hogwarts and Universal. Had a good time there several times. I think every time I've been there, it's been raining, which made that is it the beer, the mead, the honey, something, whatever that alcoholic drink is they have there is really good when you're cold. Is it honey beer? No. What is it called?
Butterbeer?
Butterbeer. Yes. Boom. You got it. Yes.
Oh man, I just got HBO Max just for this because I don't want spoilers. I want to watch it, and I don't want spoilers from anybody because I see Facebook, saying, "Oh, this happened." No, I need to watch this immediately. 9:00 Eastern hits. I need to watch that. No joke, dude.
No, I stopped what I was doing Sunday, ran upstairs. We're watching this. I mean, I don't care if you can't go down the stairs because you're tired right now. We're watching it somewhere. I
don't want spoilers for this. The same thing happened with Walking Dead, though. Like, I would need to watch The Walking Dead before people spoiled someone dying. I needed to watch that.
Yeah, that is definitely a thing. So, mead. Yeah, mead's good. But, yeah, it's called butterbeer over there. Let's see. All right. Well, we talked about that show to death. Last but not least, what have you done in these last couple of weeks, Sean? I think you went and did something outdoorsy. You left the house. You weren't at the house. You weren't at a bar. So where were you?
Bar. I absolutely had a blast at WWE 30th anniversary. Great seats. Wow.
Where was it at?
Experience. This was in Philly. I want to say was this Wells Fargo? But wow, dude, this was absolutely incredible. You had some great names in there. You had the $1 Million Man. He was there. Ric Flair was there. Hulk Hogan was there. DX came out. Triple H, X-Pac. It was an absolute blast. Roman Reigns. It was mind-blowing. It was just, I couldn't believe it. It felt like it didn't even feel real. It really didn't. It was just, I had such good seats. Seeing everything right in front of me was just so awesome. And Rhea Ripley, she was there. Oh, I love Rhea Ripley. But yeah, dude, just WWE 30th anniversary did not disappoint. I got to see what happens, when commercials happen on the TV, which is really cool. Um, the wrestlers do certain things, or a lot of interaction with the crowds, but a blast, absolute blast. It makes me want to go to these more often. I've never been to a Raw before. I've been to things aren't televised, but to be at Raw and the 30th anniversary yet, wow. The Godfather, if people know The Godfather, he was there. Shawn Michaels, he was there. The Undertaker came out. It's just an experience I'll never forget, man. It was worth the money, and I would 100% go again. Absolute blast.
Okay.
And then of course I watched the Rumble. So I was at Raw 30th, and then I watched the Rumble a few days ago, and that was also awesome. So just all wrestling, man. I was doing a lot of wrestling past 2 weeks.
All right, let's check that out.
Carl's in the house.
All right, so me, I've been spending the week. I started working from home, which is new for me. Started working a new shift, 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern. So my whole thing has changed. So I'm on week 2 right now of this, and it's interesting because I get to wake up at a later hour, 9-ish, we'll call it right now. Still working on this whole schedule of mine.
So what was your schedule before?
I'd be at work in Lexington, half an hour away, shaved and showered by 9 o'clock. Whereas now I'm waking up around 9. So I worked normal 9 to 5 job, straight, literally 9 to 5, but of course a 28-mile commute each way. And so now it's working from home, and
Nice.
it is 1 to 10, so I get to stop work, game for a bit, take off early on Tuesdays for this show, because I don't want to push this thing out till 10 o'clock at night. And then, now it's giving me time to kind of do things for me. Whether if I have to have a doctor's appointment, like I'm going to the dentist tomorrow at 10 o'clock for a cleaning, I don't have to ask for time off because I don't work till 1.
Good stuff.
I mentioned those VR games and stuff I've been playing, mostly exercise games. I get 30 to 60 minutes in the morning that I could just do that. My wife's at work, so it's just me and the dog, and it's working out great. Loving
Awesome,
the new
Awesome.
schedule. It's a little tough to watch TV with the wife. I literally take my dinner break to make dinner real fast and go, let's run downstairs and watch an episode of something while we're eating dinner, and then I go back to work. But it's really worked out well for me. I think mentally I'm much happier, and physically I may wake up sore because I worked out the day before, but as soon as I go there and do it again, I feel great that I did it. So I think this is going to work out really, really well for me.
Awesome, dude.
Digging it a lot. So it's gonna be a lot.
Change could be scary, but it's also could be very great for you. So very rewarding in the end.
And it's giving me a lot of time now. Since I'm working from home, I decided I needed to have some better seats around some of my desk because Sean has heard this desk go.
I was laughing my ass off.
Let's see if I can do it. I won't spill anything, I don't think. Let's see, because if you heard it, they can hear it. So this is the new desk I told you I got weeks and weeks ago.
Here he goes.
Here we
It's
go.
like an escalator. Here he goes.
Hi guys. Damn, that's hot. That's standing height. Holy shit!
Watch it not stop. Hit the ceiling. That'd be great.
Yeah, no, it stops at 107 centimeters, and let's go back down to sitting height.
That's awesome.
There we go.
Love it.
Yeah,
Transformer desk. Yeah, Jeff. That's right.
I love it, Jeff. It's got 4 presets. I got 3 sets so
Ooh,
far.
Lancaster. You talking about Lancaster, PA? Just wondering.
So yeah, I've got this thing set up for sitting, this height, standing desk while I'm working, or I could have a bar stool sized kind of setting. So I decided to spoil myself for both that and the arcade, and I went ahead and picked up a set of new bar stools. Let me show you these. I Haven't done my review video yet, but you guys get spoiled. So, 2 in a box, $148 for these. You'll see them. Very easy to put together. Here's everything laid out, ready to go. So I got the kind of red racing chair look, almost like if you see here my GTR, GT racing, looking chair. Easy to put together. Just put that up there.
You had a great price on those, dude. I thought that
four
was a great
screws
price.
gets the top half in there. You literally put the post into the base. No screwing necessary. And then put that on top there. Bada bing, bada boom.
Looks great, man. Looks really
You've
good.
got a nice new, stool there. There it is at my desk, ready to rock. Matter of fact, I think I have one behind me here. Let me see. Yeah, there it is.
Looks good, man. Looks great. Especially
It's
two of them for that price, it's worth it.
Adjustable height. I want to say that is great for playing extended games of pinball. If you're not hunched over your table and you're just used to standing there and feel like, God, this is killing my back because I'm 55 years old and out of shape, that thing rocks. So far, no wobble and everything. So, but yeah, I've been rearranging things. You actually can see that there's a new addition here in the arcade. We'll be talking about that here in a few minutes. But yeah, that kind of wraps up what I have been doing.
Dude, King of Prussia. Love King of Prussia. I go there often. Great place.
All right. So did I have anything else going on? Not. Yeah, that's it, man. I think we are kind of ready to. We spent an hour catching up. Let's go ahead.
We had a lot of catching up to do, man. We definitely did.
What did you say there?
That one?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a cool world that our desks have presets. Totally is.
Huge mall, awesome mall. Really one of the best malls you could go to.
Like good malls. All right, so we're heading on to the lightning round. Let's talk about our first one, and this is alphabetical. We're not showing any favoritism. Arcade1Up. Let's see here at our notes what we had about that. Well, Sean, you built most of this, so talk to me about
the
it.
Star Wars release, man. I mean, that's what we seen that previously, and I mean, we were all wondering what was the hidden release, what was it going to be, and it's Star Wars again. So I wasn't about the first release. I love Star Wars, I do, but I haven't played those games in the arcade, so it wasn't like a must-have. I love the artwork on it, the yoke, everything looks awesome on it.
Agreed.
But it just wasn't for me.
Now I'm going to counter you on that. Devil's advocate is, yes, we've seen many iterations of Arcade1Up cabs. Let's see here. You see over my shoulder right there one of the Mortal Kombat cabs. I want to say there's been 3 or 4 different releases of that. There's only been one release of Star Wars, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And it has not been available for some time. So to go ahead and there's nothing that I noticed different in this one besides, and I'm not even sure this is new, the light up coin door. I want to say that was new.
Yep. But I really don't know. I don't know.
And then the art, like you said, looks great because it kind of is in sync with the riser. While it has a riser, and that's debatable whether that should have happened, it flows perfectly. So, to me, I'm not adverse to it. Now, there's some other facts about this release that kind of have me a little bit, scratching my head. What is your take on the rest of this release besides that it's Star Wars again? There's some.
I wasn't for it because it's the same games. I was looking for something that would have been something different, and exactly what Richard Dello says. This I would have definitely jumped on. Also, this is what I remember from the arcade. This is what you're fighting Vader, you're flying around, and it was such an awesome experience on the Star Wars trilogy. That's what I remember. I don't remember playing the older Star Wars game. I really don't. Oh, my face is naked. Oh, yeah. Thanks, UAG.
To me, this is one of the few places you can do the arcade ROMs. I mean, I give them credit on that. It is the arcade ROMs in here, and having the yoke makes a difference. Playing a game like that you wouldn't have the right buttons or anything else if you're doing it with generic sticks or even with a flight stick. Credit where credit is due for
Yeah.
having that user input. Now
And from that long ago, people love that yoke. Like that's what made it like people absolutely love this this cabinet. This is why they wanted it. When it sold out, people were so upset they wanted it again, which is why I see the re-release. But again, I wish it was just a little different. Add a little more.
Okay, here comes a poll. All right. Let's see. Start a poll. If you could.
UAG is right. UAG, absolutely right, dude. It's nice, but only if you missed out. Yes.
All right. I can't wait to hear this one. Boom.
Uh-oh.
Uh-huh.
What's he writing? What's he putting in there?
And to me, these are two of the most unique cabs from Arcade1Up. And I'm going to ask you if me and Sean were super rich and we were to give you your choice of one of these two cabs, which would it be? And survey says, I'm asking if I could give you a Star Wars or a Tron cab.
Ooh, that's easy.
Because
100%. Oh, why did it go to a 0? What happened? The end, 100%. Woo!
All right, there's some Trons out there.
Oh, there it goes.
One so far, but
92% for Star Wars. Keep it going, Star Wars. Come on.
Now I guarantee you, if I went ahead and expounded upon that poll and put in Big Blue, Mortal Kombat 30, 12 and 1 Legacy, I'm thinking 12 and 1 Legacy would be the third placer. I'm thinking, but yeah, that's showing strong. That's telling me what I kind of thought the pulse was, is that yeah, that is the one of those two. Yeah, I mean, I love and trust me, honestly, while I love Star Wars, and maybe because the universe is bigger, Star Wars has what, 11 or 12 canon movies. It has countless series when you go with the animes and things like that. So and the books, the number of books in the Star Wars universe is just uncountable. It really is. I remember reading some back when I was a kid that are actually almost considered canon between Star Wars and The Empire Strikes Back, called Splinter of the Mind's Eye. Look it up. Trust me, you will love that book if anybody wants to read a good Star Wars book. Splinter of the Mind's Eye, classic. Okay, so yeah, 15 votes. 15 votes in 1 minute.
We got some great comments in this chat tonight. Yeah, Star Wars, 87%. Woo!
Vader has a friggin' good point. There's another one with a unique user interface. All right, that golden T, I should have put that up there. I'm sorry I didn't, Vader. That would have been a good one to put in there. But I was going spacey themed. You know what I'm saying? What is that? Now ask the better question. Any of those or House of the Dead?
That's tough, man. That's a tough choice.
All right, fine. You want to go there? I'm going to go there. You ready, Jeff? Here we go. No,
exactly, dude. UAG's right, man.
What do you
100%.
say? What did my boy say?
Collectors want it. If you have a Star Wars section in your man cave, hell yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's those three games, while not the best games in the world.
Like I said, I love the art, dude. I would have liked this for the art and everything. It looks beautiful, but again, it wasn't my game to play in the arcade. My game was the trilogy. I want trilogy. Bad. The only thing that reminds me of trilogy is Vader Immortal in VR. You had that saber that you're fighting Vader in the trilogy in the arcade, just like you do in VR. It's a blast.
What was the shooter that he mentioned that I want to put up my poll? Was it Left 4 Dead or House of Dead?
House of the Dead. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, beautiful, dude. Brooklyn Menace. Hell yeah, dude. I had a friend who managed an arcade, and it was just credit, credit, credit. My game was DDR though. I love Dance Dance Revolution. That's where I got most of my credits. And Jurassic Park, that Jurassic Park arcade game, loved that too.
Now, if they could go ahead and just expound upon that Star Wars universe, some of the classic PC games, X-Wing versus TIE Fighter, boom. With that yoke, I mean, come on. That would be flipping incredible.
Jeff knows what's up. I doubt we'll ever see a DDR machine of like good quality. And we have what? We have our guy
Gio.
Neo? Is it Gio?
Yeah.
In the Discord about these games, and has some great mods. He's done some great mods, but I wish a Guitar Hero would come out, DDR would come out, but I don't see that happening. I would love it though. Absolutely love it.
All right, 10 votes so far.
Dude.
In just a second, House of the Dead is winning over Terminator 2.
Oh yeah, let me click that. 100%. Boom. Wow, 10 votes, 100%.
I know, right?
11 votes, 100%. Oh, there's one. There's one. Who was that? UAG? Just kidding.
My wife loves T2. As you can see on here, I've got guns. I got 2 guns.
The sit down. So the sit down. Was that the racer? Was that
no, the sit down
was that
one.
The trilogy. The trilogy had a sit down with 2.
It was the trilogy also. That was the one that basically had the whole cab around you kind of thing that you're sitting in. Matter of fact, I think one of them I played was on a gyro, where the actual whole thing would go with you.
Nice.
That was in a frigging Chuck E. Cheese. Damn, awesome.
Endless in the chat. What up, Endless?
Sup, Endless, buddy.
Woo!
All right, so I'm going to close that out. 86% say House of the Dead. Terminator 2 only gets 14. All right, so we know where that's going.
Dead. Please bring it out. I would love a cab with House of the Dead.
All right, so what else we got? We got older cabs being updated, and then we got some new cabs and features. So we kind of talked about some of this already.
We did.
I'm going to throw out there. What would you guys want to see from them? If you were in the boardroom and
don't do a poll on it, because you're going to have a poll at like 15 different titles.
No. If you were in the boardroom and they asked you, which of our cabinets should we re-release and why? What would you say?
I want a good shooter cab and I want House of the Dead. I doubt Carnival will come out. I would love Carnival on a cabinet, but I really would like House of the Dead. I want a good shooter cab and I want a good sit-down cab. And I mean a good sit-down cab, not something uncomfortable, not like something really, really good. Something that would actually make me say, hey, I'll pay $1,000 for that. Like a pro. Like I would put the money out if the quality was there. So it's disappointing to see Time Crisis 2 is one of my favorite games. Mm-hmm. It's disappointing to see what I hear rumored is just Time Crisis 1 coming out, which I could see because Time Crisis 2 is a little more powerful, but it sucks that 2 is not coming out. But House of the Dead, please. House of the Dead 1. I'll be happy with House of the Dead 1.
All right, so Brady Goat says
re-release. That would be cool. I would buy that. And I'm not even a big golf fan, but online Golden Tee, hell yeah.
All right, so I'm looking at this Sega trilogy he's speaking of. That's got some good looks to it.
Any fans of Gauntlet Legends? Gauntlet Legends would be cool too. I spent a lot of quarters on that just to get my health up. Just Gauntlet Legends was a good time. Yeah, man. See, online Golden Tee.
Yeah, no, I mean, online golf is definitely a big thing. And, I want to maybe get a golf tournament going on with Steam. What golf games are out there? We've got a couple that were on the cheap. That one that was a 2022 or 2021 version. What is that one called? Wasn't PGA Tour? What was it? All right, let's
See, the
go.
funniest thing is my favorite golf game of all time was 3D Ultra Mini Golf. 3D Ultra Mini Golf came out on the Xbox 360, and it was one of my favorite games. It's a mini golf game, a lot of fun. You could play with your friends. You could just you get these special power ups where you could put fire in front of someone's ball or blow up their ball. It was an absolute blast. 3D Ultra Mini Golf 1 and 2. Fantastic. Oh, you got that one.
See, I don't know if the market's gonna flood on this, Saucy. I mean, time and time again, the public is showing with their wallets that they're willing to do this. So I don't know. I mean, we've seen Sean's arcade stuff all over the house. I know our boy Keon has, is it somewhere around 18 or more Arcade1Ups? I forget the exact number, but he's like 20, give or take a few, I think, is where he's at. You know, I don't know. I mean, I know, again, Keon is to the point where he has almost all the ones he wants, if not more. So, he's not going to go ahead and, buy any more, I don't think. But, there's still more and more people that are buying these things. Jeff Rule says Hot Shots Golf.
I had to move back.
Nope. He means Outlaw Golf.
I had to move back because I 100% agree with you. Outlaw Golf. Hell yeah, dude. Awesome, awesome, awesome game.
See, back in my original Xbox, I think I was playing Tiger Woods. Is what I was playing back then. But I know the one I'm thinking of. I'm thinking
Hot Shots Golf was great too.
I'm thinking of PGA 2K23 or something, or 22.
UAG. I wish, buddy. I wish.
All right, so yeah, I've got PGA Tour 2K21 on my Steam from back in the day when it was on one heck of a sale. But yeah, we get Golf with Friends, also another good one. We gotta get some gaming going on here.
Ritual Jello got my jaw dropping, man. 3D Ultra Mini Golf is on Steam. That's incredible because they actually took that off of the Xbox store. So the first one they took off. Oh no, I'm sorry. It might be the second one. The second one they took off. One of them they took off. So it'd be nice.
You talking about the 3D Ultra Mini Golf Adventures?
Yes.
Okay.
Dude, it was a blast to play with friends. Absolute blast. If that's
it says the lowest price was once $2.49 for that game back in 2021.
Hell yeah. And it's one of the best games. It's so much fun. If that's on Steam, I would buy it immediately on the Steam Deck.
$10.
Mine. I will get it. It's one of my faves.
Let me make sure we're talking about the same one here. Is this the one you're speaking of?
Yes, dude. That's it. Love it.
That looks pretty intense.
It's so much fun. With two people, so much fun. Now, do they have the second one? Do they have the 3D Ultra Mini Golf Adventures 2?
Don't see it. 3D Mini Golf. See what I find.
No.
Nope.
That might be the one they took off.
3D Ultra. Nope, that's the only one.
Man. Why? I wonder why they took that off.
I mean, this thing hasn't been updated since 2014. I'm not even sure it's going to have a Steam Deck rating. No, it doesn't. Oh.
I'll give it a rating.
Oh, man. All right, let's see here. Sounds awesome. Have a look. Kong's Shooter Cab Build. GRS and Littlewood Games. I didn't catch that show. Haven't seen a shotgun in a while.
Oh, yeah. I've been drinking cans, man. I've been drinking bottles and liquor in a glass.
As am I, with my Kiss Spaceman cup. That's my one spirit. The other four are still sitting in the collection, waiting to go on the shelves.
Maybe I gotta start doing that as a close. Just be like, all right, good night, everyone, and then shotgun a beer. I think I'd do that. I'll buy beer just for the show.
Let's round out this lightning round, which is not going lightning fast, with 2 weeks of the KI cab. Tell me about it. You've had it for 2 weeks now, and again,
And
I wish I had one just so I could play with my co-host here during our breaks during the day, but I don't.
I still need to fight UAG. UAG, come on, man, let's battle. But I've been enjoying this cab like nonstop. Even just walking past it, I'll turn it on, see who's online, join someone's game, and just battle them. It's been an absolute blast. I haven't bought an Arcade1Up since the Legacy cabs. So Killer Instinct, it brought me into the online thing, and it brought me into the spectate modes, and it's incredible. I have nothing bad to say about this cabinet. Killer Instinct is well done. I have this right next to my original Killer Instinct 2 cabinet, and just the comparison of both games, I don't see a difference. It's really, really done well. And I'm amazed with the leaderboards. The leaderboards are so well done. Per character, online, AI, everything. There's a leaderboard for everything. And this is just for $2.99. Again, for what was it? RC? Is it Willie? RC Willie? They had it for $2.99. Normally $6.99. For those who don't know, Best Buy price matched it for me. So for $2.99, I wasn't gonna pass it up. I'm like, okay, definite buy. Come on, give me that cabinet. And I got it. The quality seems better. Putting it together seemed a lot easier. It's definitely worth $2.99, and I'm having a blast.
And that deal is gone.
It is gone.
Killer Willie has it. RC Willie has it up to $6.99 again.
Yep. And I lucked out, dude. So, if Ridge Racer goes down again to $2.99, I would definitely buy it, and I would definitely get that mod from Buy Stuff. Like that looks really awesome.
that
from
is
what I've been seeing, it looks. People have been enjoying it, and it looks definitely worth it. So, ooh, UAG. All right, man. All right, buddy. We'll see. Okay. I've beaten everyone so far. So,
excuse me, man. Excuse me.
Kidding, man. I'm not kidding you, AG. I've beaten everyone so far. There's some good names in there too.
What up, Detroit Love? How you doing, man?
Yeah, buddy.
Anytime you're bored, D, just go ahead and shoot me up in Messenger. Drop me a line, and I'll throw you a link, man.
D Love was supposed to come in on our VR episode, but we got so hooked into the VR that we couldn't even message him. We were just like, all right, let's get in VR first. And I unfortunately don't have the real estate nor the do re mi to go ahead and get that just so I can play with you. So the only two I got behind me here that are online, besides of course this thing right here, which has a lot of fighting games on it. But I was telling you, I got to go ahead and just maybe play some Fighters History or something online just during our breaks. We'll do something. Oh yeah.
Because we're both working from home, so a 5-minute break here and there to play a fighting game.
Sounds
Why the
good
heck not? I did try to emulate Killer Instinct on some devices today. I was not very successful.
You were what?
Trying to emulate Killer Instinct on a few devices today. Not very successful. No. I would love
to play in that, dude. I would love to play anybody. I would love to play anybody in Killer Instinct. This is Killer Instinct 2, though, not Killer Instinct 1. I love Killer Instinct 2. So, and look at this. D Love said you could use Messenger in VR. That's news.
Oh yeah, yeah, totally, man. I was in VR working out yesterday, and I'm seeing messages pop up from actually ones that I've already read. I don't know why it did it, but here I am getting my messages from No Quarter, from Papa Brad, all this stuff just popping into my my
Get
VR.
Out.
Yeah, you can go ahead and link your Facebook Messenger to it.
Did not know that.
Yep.
Sorry, D Love. Sorry, buddy. I suck.
Oh man! All right, so let's kick this over to the at games. Let's see, where do we have our banners? Lightning round at games. All right, I'll go ahead and run with this. First of all, shout out to our boy NCAP. Can't wait to have you on the show, by the way, man. You're welcome to join us any darn time. But NCAP has been having a blast with his, playing the built-in tables. He finally got a hookup with that games. We'll go ahead and do a table of the week for him tournament. And right now we are playing his favorite game or table. That's Class of 1812.
I'm loving it.
It's a fun table. I don't know why it's his favorite, but it is, and I've played the heck out of it a lot. So, what have you been liking about playing that table?
I've honestly, and thanks to MCAP though, seriously, I've been playing my ALP a lot more thanks to his tournaments.
You're not the first person to say that. There's a lot of folks who are saying just because of these tournaments, they're playing their stock tables again.
You know, because I don't have the OTG. I wish I did. I don't have that yet.
God, you need the OTG.
I know I do, man. But when he does the At Games tournaments, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm in. I'll definitely do this. And Class of 1812, of course, is a built-in table, and I'm liking that table a lot more. There's tons of multi-balls in that game that I never realized. I'm just like, I really like the advanced multi-balls and the instant multi-balls, and I see why people are getting these high scores, even though I can't hit them. I see how they are.
Okay, but, have you mastered the skill shot from launching the ball?
No.
Okay, literally figure that out because that's a million each ball.
I know.
And it's not that tough. I can do it most of the time. You just got to make sure that you're pulling back with a certain amount of accuracy. I want to say it's about 65% back. And if you can get that, even if you get close and you see it coming the other way, a good nudge can recover if you're just almost making it.
See, and I need to nudge more, man. I'm not a nudger. That's the thing. I need to.
And the thing about nudging, and it's weird because people think if you want the ball to go left, you nudge to the left from the right. No, because it's going to bounce off something. So figure out your nudge where it's at. Because a lot of times, if you're going to like drain and you're draining on the right and you hit the right nudge, you screwed yourself. You really should have hit left, so it bounces off the side wall. It comes back over. Yeah, figure out your nudges for each table, but like for Class of 1812, get that million points for getting into the crypt on launch.
And then the left ramp when you get the multi-ball to always get that million
jackpot.
Too. So yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
so I've been trying, man, and I like the table. I do like the table, but I don't know if I panic or what. But once I get the multi-ball, I seem to just drain quickly. I'm trying. I'm just like, what is happening?
That table, I drain the multi-balls fast. Now the Gottlieb tables, I don't know if you've gone in and looked at this. If you go to a Gottlieb table on your ALP and go through what's kind of like the manual. All right, why is my YouTube paused? Let me see. It's only in the studio. I don't know why. I'm seeing it live, and I'm seeing it here. Don't know why the studio's paused.
We're good.
Yeah, but like I said, if you saw what I'm seeing in the studio, you'd freak out right now. Be like, "Oh shit, what is going on here?"
Don't disappear again.
Huh?
Don't disappear again.
I'm not going to. But anyway, when you're in a Gottlieb game, let me see if I can actually
see. Vader's right. Vader knows. Multi-ball is called instant lose-a-ball. Yes, it is.
In that one it is. Let's see. Do I have the Gottliebs on here? I don't know. Oh, I think I put it all in here. Oh, well. I was going to say, because if you do a flyover on the Gottlieb tables, they have a thing where it's built in for the rules, and it's probably for that table 40 pages worth. But it literally like flies over the table and tells you, do this ramp for that, do this for that. And it really, will tell you a heck of a lot about it. All right, I'm going to close that screen out and hope it didn't kill anything. Are we still there, guys? Do you still see me? Hello?
No, you're gone.
Yes, you do. Don't lie to me. Do not lie to me, you lying sack of...
Rascal?
What?
You there?
Yeah. I'm just trying to see if I can watch the stream stats here, because I got to kill the last poll if we had one. We don't. And I wanted to go ahead and see if I can start another poll, but I can't until... There we go. All right. Thank you, baby Jesus. All right. So, yeah, like I said, if you haven't gone through those table stuff, I think it's before you start the game. So if you launch the game, and then there's a button, I don't know if it's the front nudge or what, that goes ahead and practically gives you Yeah, it's the one where it shows you see the history, the flyer, and all sorts of things.
Yep.
And one of them is the actual instructions, and it'll break it out into several chapters. And if you don't know a table, go through those, and you will learn a lot about the table itself,
Which is cool.
and,
I
and
like
where you
that.
should be going for it. And those are also, by the way, set up very well on some of the newer tables too. Natural History and Dr. Seuss, they did a great job of describing those too. So that's what I would say about those. And again, you're not the first person, or will you be the last that says, "Thank you, MCAP, because I'm playing the stock tables again."
Yeah, dude. 100%. I give him credit for that. Is when I see them coming out with those tournaments, I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely going to turn that on. Try to get in the top 50, and it's been a blast, dude. It's just been a great time.
Brooklyn Menace, going nuts. I've been playing a lot of that table recently, and yeah, that I wouldn't say it's the worst, but you have to kind of get used to it because the thing about the table, one, it auto launches. You don't actually launch the ball yourself, and two, the magic is keeping. It starts out with multi ball, and with that table, you have to keep the multi ball going because once you are down to one ball, it's a timer till you end. So very very weird. Let's see. Meatball says, "I don't hate tables. I dislike with extreme prejudice." Let's see.
I
Demon
like
Tilt
Jeff Rule's
sequel.
comment. Definitely.
Adam's Family on Pinball. Uh huh. Definitely, definitely, definitely.
Adam's Family coming to Pinball FX. Hell yeah, dude.
I still haven't, excuse me, set that up on my cab yet. That's probably this weekend because yeah,
I'm a big
everything
Borderlands
else is
fan,
going
so I
good.
want to play
I've,
that.
I've got the
Pinball.
new guitar set up. I've got the amps working. I don't know if I told you. I actually fixed two of my older amps. I'm going to sell one.
Ah,
I have a 30-year-old crate amp with Celestion speakers in it. Beautiful, beautiful chorus stereo amp, and it was so noisy. You would turn any knob, and all you heard was scratchy static. It was I twice I almost took this to the curb to throw it away. I spent about an hour cleaning out all the potentiometers, pots, knobs, whatever you want to call it, and then some other things on the inside. Cleaned it up. It is brand new. So yeah, I mean, I've been spending all the time on the things I hadn't done, and the list is getting smaller, man. So things like this are going to happen. I'm going to actually play FX in cab mode,
nice.
which is weird because I'm actually in the beta for the what do you call it when you have night victory royale. I'm in the beta for that, but I've never played it. So yeah. All right, a couple other things real quick. Many of us are familiar with the Legends Platinum Owners, otherwise known as LPO program. That is making a few changes. It already started with how you can buy it and what it gives you. But instead of being a thing where they send you an email and then remind you once later in the month, hey, you still have these deals, they're going to actually have what they call lounge, otherwise known as a separate section of the store, starting March 1st. That's going to have your monthly deals right there. And until then, any of the monthly deals that are out, I think the January LPO deals are going to run through the month of February. Let people catch up on those if they want, and then they will start this new deal.
I recommend the Dr. Seuss tables, by the way. They are very fun.
That is something that is very what's the word I'm looking for? Not divided, but it's like divided to extremes, where people either like a lot, or love, or hate those tables. No one in this is like in the middle going,
There's
yeah.
there's love and hate for every table, no matter what it is, man. There's love and hate for every table. UAG, man, I'm gonna say spooky. Spooky are my favorite tables, all of them. The spooky tables.
Get rid of that. One of mine, and it's weird, and I think it's just because I like the fact that this was a mechanical table with a lot of stuff going on. Rescue 911. You've got that helicopter that comes down and swoops down, grabs the ball, drops it in certain places. The storyline on that, the the voices that they recorded for that table, and to me, it's not that it's the one of the better tables on there, but I just appreciate the table for what it was, and how well they captured it. Having that little plastic, helicopter, 911, what's your problem? And come down here and fly across the whole thing, and the way they
I want to
basically copied
see.
exactly how it was. I love that table. Now, in terms of some of the other ones, I've been playing a lot of the Tato packs. I want to say, it wasn't Front Line, Operation Wolf. Played a lot of that recently. Love that table. I'm still a fan of Space Invaders, and try to think what else.
Oh yeah, dude. Space Invaders is great.
Spooky, one of my favorite, haunted house with the 3 levels of playfields.
See, and thanks to, honestly, I'm gonna say it, Toy Shock got me into Haunted House. I never played Haunted House Pinball. Toy Shock got me into it. Then At Games really got me into it. When I got the ALP, I'm like, oh, this is bad.
All right, let's wrap up At Games and say that this is now February, and what do we expect in February? We expect to see Nod. So keep your eyes peeled for some news from At Games. I hear they might be telling us pretty soon when the heck the next Nod is. I expect the usual couple of good days of gaming contests, some deals, things like that.
What up, Gunther? Gunther in the house.
Hey, Gunther. Who knows? I may even try to jockey for maybe broadcasting some stuff for Nod, so we'll see. Frontline, great one. I do love that table as well. Elevator Action, I have not played much. I've actually been getting more into the arcade version of Elevator Action and Elevator Action Returns. So I will have to try that table again. I'm actually looking forward if they do it at, remember Tato Tuesdays? I couldn't take advantage of it much because of the show on Tuesday. But now at my new schedule, I might be able to sneak in some Tato Tuesdays if they do that again.
There you go.
I mean, I liked being able to go ahead and say, yeah, let's play Frontline Arcade and Frontline on the ALP and go for both of those. Love that. Wipeout is a great table.
That's good. Yep.
It's these mechanical tables, the ones that did these really cool mechanical things, like Wipeout has a couple of things on it. I like tables that do that and that emulate it pretty close. You can have some really cool, funky tables on like FX3 that do all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
But to actually see a mechanical table like that, an EM table replicated, is really cool. I like it to death. Let's see, Darius this afternoon. I haven't tried it. I passed right by it because that's on. I don't know if that's on pack 1 or 2. I'll double check. Vader is looking forward to firmware coming out soon. What are my thoughts on that? If I was a guessing man, I
Light guns on the ALP. Nah.
I would probably say we usually do see some neat new stuff around Nod, so I wouldn't be surprised if something happened by then. But I wouldn't be surprised if something didn't. They've been playing things close to the vest at Games, and I kind of think it's better to slow the roll and not introduce new bugs. So I'm not adverse to waiting a little bit longer. Tons of nonsense over the table and are fun to play. Yeah, Tato Tuesdays, loved it a lot. Week-long high score challenge. Yes, there is. I forgot about that. I saw that. I think Jared G on Twitch is doing that, and I think Todd Russell is going to do the follow-up show on that. So I did see that in the Discord. So if you're in the Discord, check that out. I believe that we actually opened up, I mean MCAP opened up a whole new channel on that under the tournaments.
Take my money, Gunther. Take my money, dude.
It is called the Retro Arcade Challenge. Let's see here. Yep. So that should be fun. Guys, check that out.
Imagine that, man. Imagine that. Look at that comment. That'd be sick.
Those kind of licenses are just so damn tough. I mean, who owns those right now? Those are all owned by Stern. So yeah, to get a Stern license, that I don't know if anybody's going to grab a Stern license. To be completely honest with you, I mean that's why that Pinball Arcade package is no longer available on Steam. It's gone. What was that? LCD marquee worth the purchase if you have the bit pixel. I agree. Let's see. Papa Brad's got every table. So do I.
Nice.
What has Saucy got to say? We just got Iron Maiden and VPX. Yes, we did. We did. If anybody could nail that relationship right there, I'm just not sure if there's enough money in any one bank to pull that off. Stern knows what they have. Stern is charging $10,000 to $15,000 a table for these things.
Damn.
And they are holding any Stern table is going anywhere from 10 to 15 on the average. Some are higher, very few are lower, and they're selling out.
Gunther's like, so there's a chance.
Sure, Gunther. Let's go ahead and all of us go through our couch cushions and find all those quarters, and maybe we can all come up and buy one Stern license, and we can go ahead and give it to At Games as a present. Here you go. You can do this one. Have fun. In all honesty, one table that I really would just love to show up, just magically one day, Pizza Time.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I mean,
Oh, my God.
I thought I read somewhere because it has an At Games logo on the table. I thought At Games helped pay for that or something.
I remember. I thought I remember hearing that like what 2 years ago. Maybe
I know.
2 years ago, a while ago. That's why I was pumped up for that. I'm like, this table looks absolutely awesome. Give me that table. And I haven't seen it.
Yeah, no, I agree. Stern cannot make these tables fast enough. It's funny. I saw some YouTube video on some other mom and pop shop that makes unique pinball tables that literally had to expand to a bigger building across the street because they're just selling so many pinball tables.
Damn.
And we're not talking virtuals. We're talking physicals. It is a big market. Rich Odello says Iron Maiden would be his one. Yeah. It'd be awesome if we could get that. All right, let's jump out of here and get into the iArcade world because I've got a little bit of stuff to talk about on that. So first of all, we had one of the biggest releases, I would say, in a while. Do you agree or not agree?
I haven't played it.
Oh, okay.
I told you I was like I was going to try.
You told me you were going to play this game.
Going to try. I was going to do it today, but because squirrels like to eat my wires, I wasn't able to play it. So
I know that Gunther actually had this on the show as one in his trivia questions, and I think Michael B got several of them. But so this game looks interesting.
Gunther. Gunther was my love, man. Come on, man. God of War, dude. Best game of the year. Come on.
So I've played this before on Steam. I've not played it on an arcade cab. I mean, the controls are easy for this game. Now, is this twin sticking it on the iArcade, or is this
broke
not?
100,000. Damn. Oop, where's he at? There.
Guys, fill me in on this. Is this double sticking for firing while you're moving, a la, I don't know, any dual stick game, Robotron, to name one, or is this you fire the direction you're going? Let me know,
I agree,
guys.
Carl. People absolutely love this game. Gunther says you can do twin stick.
He thinks you can do twin stick.
Yes. Papa Brad says no.
All right, well, that's a bummer.
Gunther says,
And Gunther recants. Okay.
8-way and a fire button.
All right. So basically, you're shooting the direction you're going. I agree. It looks like a perfect game for twin sticks. It really does.
Yeah.
Other news in this iArcade arena, guys. It's funny. I figured out all these time frames just today when I was communicating with iArcade. So you see that cab right there, the Space Invaders cab. I paid for that in May of last year. It finally arrived September 25th. It was May 9th to September 25th when it arrived at my door. And damn near 4 months and 4 days later, which is practically almost somewhere, there's 4 month gaps both here. Buy, delivered, built. I finally
is
built.
the biggest gap.
I finally built that sucker. Let's see here. Hey, Goofyfoot, good to see you there. And I haven't said hi yet.
Good spot, man.
So-
by the way, that looks like a very nice spot you put it in.
There it is. I kind of got the two tables here, or games here. You look at it in real life. There is the iArcade, iArcade and my iGames back to back on the corner, and so there it is. And perfect spot for that Space Invaders board game that I've not played yet, because I actually bought that for a decoration to sit on top of there. So there we go. But I want to kind of share something. So I've had this for 4 months, 4 days till I built it. And when I started playing it and looking at it, because where my desk is, it's over my left hand shoulder all day, turned on, ready to rock. But then I went and looked at it, and I thought I was seeing some kind of washout on my screens, and I was like, "Tell me this ain't so." So I went ahead, and I think I shared this with you in our private DMs.
Yep.
I went ahead and shot a video of my Dragon's Lair Gen 1 cab and my Gold cab SI here. And after I saw them, right on top of each other there in our Discord chat, that last frame kind of told the story. That the viewing angle on my Gold cab was not the same as it was on my Gen 1 cab. So, and many people, have made comments like, it doesn't matter. You're looking straight at a cab. That's other people viewing and things like that. But then I went ahead and before I reached out to iArcade, I went ahead and took a picture, literally standing in front where I would be for player one. I put the camera right here to my face. Okay. I did the same thing for somebody who would be the player two position. And here's what I saw. This is what player one sees on that screen. And this is what player two sees.
Yo.
If you're looking at the black around the IIR logo,
You could, yeah.
you can definitely see the difference. And it all depends on the game. There's some game that their blacks don't show this. There are other games where when you're looking at it, this is what you're seeing. And, I tried it at the player two position, and I could actually see the difference when I was playing a game. So, I reached out. I opened a support ticket. I'm not going to sit here and flame anybody on a show. And so I reached out, and the boys flat out, said, "Hey, looks like you probably have a monitor problem. We'd love to ship you out one. Don't have any in stock right now. When we do, we'll send you one." So
See, Goofy says his doesn't do that.
I reached out to a couple people the night that happened, and a couple people, and I'm not going to drop names, don't need to, went ahead and looked at their Gen 1 cabs and their Gold cabs and said, I'm kind of seeing it. I never noticed it, but now that you pointed it out to me, I can't unsee it. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot.
Let's see. What does UAG say here? You rule it, Killer Instinct. I never wish to play you. You are a god. Oh, thanks, UAG. Awesome, dude.
See, I don't know if it's a backlighting issue or not, UAG. So we'll find out. I went ahead and reached out, and they're gonna go ahead and send me a new monitor when they can, and let me know. In the player one position, I don't notice it. I don't play in the player two position that much, so not gonna be that bad. But Gunther says, if you are, what do they call it? Obsessive compulsive OCD. Yes, it will bother you. UAG saying, yeah, at least they're taking care of you, and that's a good thing. We do know that they've been low on stock on a lot of stuff. I think the golds have been sold out for a while, so Stevie B, what do we got? Mine is the same. First two cabs are flawless from all angles. Gold has some rough viewing angles. Gonna reach out to them. Yeah, I reached out. They went ahead. I think I sent 2 videos and a image with my email to them. They, kindly responded and said, "Sounds like a monitor."
Definitely, dude.
And while they don't have any, and again, I figured they wouldn't because they've been low on stock of the golds. They said they've got a spreadsheet going, and we'll, send them the order number, and they'll take care of me. So we'll see how that goes, and I will do a follow up, as things progress on that.
Gunther, same dude. I love my OG cab. It's definitely my fave.
Yeah, in terms of viewing angles, I want to say that the 2 best cabs in this room, at least, well, there's 3 because one's from the same manufacturer, would be the my Dragon's Lair Gen 1 from iiRcade, and then my 2 at games. I don't think there's a bad angle on either this one right here or on the ALU Mini. Totally have no issues at all. Yeah, Brooklyn, I hear you. Like I said, I am that OCD. Very much that OCD. And to go ahead and see something that looks like it has a weird shadow on it, yeah. All right, we are almost at 2 hours. Holy crap.
We are, dude. Only 4 more hours to go.
I know, right? I got a 10 o'clock dentist appointment tomorrow. Give me a break.
Oh, that's right.
This is going to be easy. Let's because I think we've touched on everything we had to talk about on that. Yeah, and then we are on to PC, Steam, and Steam Deck gaming.
That's all you, dude, because I haven't been Steam Decking it all, sadly, because I've been hooked on Dead Space. Dead Space is taking up all my time.
I've been playing, but in terms of deals out there right now, I have not seen anything that I needed to jump all over. There's no great humble bundles right now that I've seen. Fanatic.
See, on Endless is here. He heard the Steam Deck sadness of me saying I haven't played.
I mean, I play.
My man has the best content though. Go check out Endless1Up. He has the best Steam Deck content out there. He checks out so much stuff, man.
Flat out. Great two channels I watch: Endless1Up and Nerd Nest. Both are great content. Endless is more of a bite-sized kind of content. I haven't watched a video from Endless that was very long. They're just right to the point.
He's right to the point. Exactly.
Yeah.
This is the game. Here's how it plays. Is it verified? And let's see how it goes. Awesome, Endless.
Yeah, Nerd Nest goes ahead and does anywhere from 20 to 40 minutes, depending if he has a guest or not, and covers like the whole week. So both great. Let's see. What are you dropping a deck video tomorrow? Okay, you heard it here first. Tomorrow, Endless1Up. Check out his channel and see what game blew his mind. Boom. Promotion all over the
Probably
place.
Probably Hubert. I don't know. I've been hearing a lot of Hubert talk, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have much to add about Steam PC gaming. I do know, let's see, Antstream added one of Todd Russell's favorite games. What is that one about the water skiers? What is that one called? It's on iiRcade.
What, Riptide?
Over there. Huh?
Riptide?
No, not jet bikes. It's a water skiing game, like pixel-based from the 80s. Let's go ahead and look up Antstream, because as soon as I mentioned it in Discord, he was like, yeah, buddy.
I think me and Cappy are the only ones who are excited about the Casino-cade.
Gunther is
no one
correct.
Talks about this, but I am excited.
Tropical Angel. That is new to Antstream. I forgot what the other game was, but I will finally play some Tropical Angel just so I can challenge Todd Russell if he hasn't already sent me challenges. So since I play that on a Steam Deck and it falls into PC gaming, boom, it counts.
Cappy, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. Do you remember when the release date is for the Casino-cade? I forget what they said.
Do not remember. That was
quarter two. I don't know.
Do not remember.
Ooh, Gunther wants it too. Good. It looks cool, dude. I seen some hands-on stuff. Yeah, the monitors are small, but it looks fun. 25 games. It looks cool. I don't like the white, like it's all white lighting. I wish they
Yeah.
had like more colorful lighting, but hey, we'll see.
Vader says there are no challenges for Tropical Angel. That is depressing, because I was looking forward to some serious challenges on that game with my boy Todd. Let's see. Speaking of Todd, by the way, we may have him on in the coming weeks. I haven't responded back to him, so Todd, this may be the first you're hearing about it if you watch our show. And that is, Todd wanted to maybe talk about streaming content, streaming games and stuff. So,
Oh yeah.
we talk. We'll have him on, talk about streaming, and maybe even do a dual kind of stream thing where he's on our show talking about streaming while streaming on his show. Whoa.
Nice.
Talk about meta. All right. I'm going to look up. Wow, look at all the games on AntStream. That's it.
You imagine this? You see this comment? This would be absolutely incredible. That would be amazing.
Yeah, no one wants to touch that one with a 10-foot legal pole.
Man.
All right. So look at some of these games. Have you been playing AntStream yet or not?
I have not. And I keep saying I'm gonna, but I haven't yet.
Let's see here. Operation
You're right,
Wolf.
Richardello. That's right.
Empire Strikes Back. Super Star Wars.
Joel Mack. Great game.
Look at all these things. Those are some new games to play. But what is the deal with the new game?
Loaded's cool. I remember Loaded. Wow.
What was the one I just said? Tropical
720?
Angel.
Art of Fighting? I remember playing
All right,
that.
there's Tropical Angel. He's right. There are no challenges on it yet. Bummer, bummer, bummer. But yeah, you've got to get in on this. Bite-sized gaming. I could literally play a game right now, and it'll take a minute and a half, 3 minutes, and you do things like, let's see here, Galaga. Let's jump into that one. Challenges, and Space Ace. What is a challenge on that one? I think it's basically just play for highest score with 1 life. Yep, highest score 1 life. Then you've got you've got the 2 ships and you've got 1 life. How far could you get? Simple, bite-sized gaming that is fun to do with friends. It's taking turns, but it's still a blast. All right, close that out. I don't have anything else PC gaming. I really don't. It's a shame. What else have we missed? Is there anything else that is news that we haven't talked about, guys?
Oh, what did we miss?
Because we're going on 2 hours here. I got to end this at 11 o'clock, or my wife, or my throat, my voice may kill me.
I think we're
Gunther
good, man.
saying he can play Up Wolf on his phone with AntStream. Hell yeah. I played on the Steam Deck. AntStream for me is it's a web-based game. You can play it on there. Works great.
I think we did good, man. We covered most. We covered much.
The last bit of news, I don't have that joystick or that game pad over there. I did convert my Google gamepad. What was that? Was their service called back? I've forgotten already.
What was that? Stadia? Was that
Stadia.
it? Yeah.
I converted my Stadia joystick over to Bluetooth and worked fine with both the Steam Deck and with my PC. So, boom. I got it for free anyway back in the day, so I have another gamepad to play with.
Papa Brad,
Papa
you
Brad.
won't be disappointed, man. Get on that. Get on that.
Yep. No, you will definitely enjoy it. All right. Well, with that said, guys, how many of you have stuck around? 19. I lost a few of you, but let's go ahead and give away a code for a game called
25.
Holy Potatoes: A Spy Story. Let's get rid of that because
Holy potatoes.
And guys, I'm going to start it off here. Let's share this tab. Hello, tab sharing. There we go. We are going to go and do this one because the show is called Let's Catch Up. It is going to be hashtag Ketchup. So go ahead and type hashtag Ketchup in your chat while I show you guys what the heck Holy Potatoes is all about. If I see people type mustard, I'm going to lose my shite.
Delete, delete, delete.
All right, Holy Potatoes, a spy story. Don't ask me why we're not hearing this. I have no idea. I'm going to go ahead and find out why we're not hearing it. I give up. I've done some really evil things to my computer recently, so that is probably why we're not hearing it. Unless there's some mute built into my browser.
Interesting.
Got 9 entries so far for this game, and what is this showing? This game is probably got a full screen mode. How do you go to full screen mode? Hit the escape button, Scott. Okay. Currently selling for what? $10? $10. What this is going for right now. Vader and MCAP already have it, so Vader is probably not putting his hashtag in there. Supposedly, this is the Holy Potatoes is a series. They've got a Holy Potatoes, We're in Space. They have a Holy Potatoes, What the Hell? That sounds great right there. And then this one, The Spy Story. So it is a bundle. Maybe you guys, after you buy this one or get this one for free, we'll go ahead and try out a different one. Let's see. What do they say it's like on my screen here? They don't. I own it. I haven't played it. Good Game Awards were my best in show for 2018. Alright, let's see where we're at so far here in the giveaway. I've only got 9. That's how many entries we've had for a while.
And Vader has it. Yep. He's like, oops, didn't know I had it. How do you like it, Vader?
All right, here we go. Here's the drawing.
Good luck, everybody. Oh, MSU Rich.
All right, MSU Rich. Go ahead and shoot me an email, rascal@me.com. Or if you're in the MCAP's Discord, shoot me a DM. Or if you know me anywhere on Discord, shoot me a DM. But why are you spoiling?
Just kidding.
So shoot me an email, rascal@me.com. I'll go ahead and get you your code, and you will be ready to have fun with that game. All right, guys, 2 hours on the mark. So I say we need to wrap this up. Let me look in the chat to see what else I've missed. Some congrats going out to our boy, MSU Rich. Let's see here. Hashtag Rascal. That's always a winner. All right, gang. Well, hey, been 2 weeks. Glad we could catch up.
Definitely, man.
Hope you guys liked the pun on that one.
The chat's been very active. We appreciate it. It's been an awesome time with that chat tonight.
That's what we're here for, is a chat, man. So had a great time. Sean, thanks again.
Of course, buddy.
It's awesome doing this show with you. We've been consistent except for last week. So, and like I said, long week, rough weekend, and glad to be back with friends.
Oh, yeah, and we'll be back again next week. But, hey, give a like on the way out. It's always appreciated, everybody, and we appreciate you. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to be notified of new content and live shows. And whenever we go live, you'll be notified. Join the Discord where we talk about everything, even sports, but you're still welcome to talk about it. And most importantly, Block Console Fanboy. Have a great week, everybody, and we will see you next week. Game on.
All right, guys. See you next week.